Today, we're in Bury and we're looking at how promotional videos can go a long way when publicising a new store opening on social media. This is the Rock in Bury, and as you can see, they support their retailers in lots of different ways, constantly talking about what's going on at their centre, and they get really good engagement. However, what I wanted to do was look at this brand new retailer that was opening where they created and released a promotional video. So this here, opening tomorrow, Martinis on the Rock, a cafe, bar and eatery, snooker club, and poker club with excellent outdoor terrace. They've used emojis. They've talked about how the pool, the snooker room, has the best facilities in the area. They've talked about everything that you would need to know in here. But instead of just focusing on having maybe a nice image of the pool hall or a nice image of the drinks or something, they've done a video, and it is really, really taken off. So you'll see that it's had 292 engagements, there's 691 comments and 27,000 views. Now that is so much more powerful than any static post or just talking about the menu or anything like that could ever achieve. And as you can see, even looking at the comments here, let's have a look. Even looking at the comments, people have tagged in all their friends, saying, fancy this one night, do you fancy a game of pool? You know, they've really gone to town in terms of promoting it, and people have in turn invited you to all their friends. So even here, you can see I tagged you in this forever ago. It finally opens tomorrow, so excited. Welcome to the town. People love it. So I guess from my perspective, by filming the event, showing the drinks flowing, showing the atmosphere, it has generated so much more engagement than you would ever get just doing a static post. So from that perspective, any shopping centre should be working with their retailers to get content. So maybe it's time lapses of the shop fit, or it might be interviews with the manager, or it might be any video content basically that works, because video content is what will push you much more up the algorithm, will make more people share, make more people engage than they will do if it was just, you know, like a picture of the store opening. Now, if I was The Rock, what I would want to do is I would want to be understanding what works in terms of my content, but I'd also want to compare my calendar. So I can have a look at other shopping centres, might be within the area, or it might be around the UK that, you know, do really well on social, and I'd be wanting to understand why. So I would go to my Maybe platform, go to content, go to calendar, and then it might be, I don't know, Westfield as a total example. So I would put in Westfield London. I would click here. And then what that does is it compares my calendar for that week to that of theirs for the previous week. And then it shows you, so I probably want to then change the dates here so that I can get a full week. There you go. So this shows me all the content that they posted across all the channels in the last week. And then I can literally click there. I can look at viewing the post, and I can look at how well it performed. I can physically go to see it on their Facebook or their Instagram or their Twitter. And it just gives me a good understanding of, you know, what time are they posting, what works, what doesn't, how do they promote their retailers, how do they support them. Now, if you've got any questions whatsoever, click on the little blue button. It connects you to us 24/7. We love to help.